Hey guys, welcome to this video. We talk about the spreadsheet program. So we already finished talking about the word programming. We've seen the editing and the formatting of the Word document. So here we're going to see the spreadsheet program, starting with the concept and the terminologies. Now, spreadsheet is an interactive computer application for the organization, analysis, and the storage of data in a tabular form. So this is the computer application program that organizes data and the analyzes and the stores data in a form of table. Now, alternatively, it can also be referred to as a worksheet, as a spreadsheet is a file made up of rows and columns that help to sort data, arrange data easily, and calculate numerical data. Now, the most used spreadsheet programs examples are Google Sheet, Microsoft Excel, and the OpenOffice. So these are the most used spreadsheet programs in today's uh, world. Now, as you can see here, just is a simple illustration of Microsoft Excel worksheet. As you can see, that's how the Microsoft Excel worksheet looks like, but it varies from various versions to versions. So this is just one of them from Microsoft Excel versions. So let's see the terminologies that are used in a spreadsheet specify this Excel. The first terminology is cell. A cell, this is the space created on the spreadsheet or worksheet where uh, a row and column meet. So when a row and a column meet, they form a cell. A cell address is a label for a cell made up of the column identifier and the row identifier. Maybe for example, A1 it means column A, then row 1. Maybe C5 means column C, then row 5. Cell address box, this is the rectangular box located at the top left corner of the spreadsheet containing the cell address of the current cell that is being shared or that is accessed. Cell range, this is the group of cells that are highlighted or selected or specified for the use, maybe a formula. Now, a range includes the first cell address and the last cell address of the cells, either in a column or down a row. For example, maybe you are trying to apply a formula of summation, so we'll be equal to sum brackets before then B10. So this identifies all cells in the range from before to B10. Chart or graph is the visual representation of selected data. Uh, Charts help make the data easier to understand and the quote unquote see. So you can simply see the data in your spreadsheet simply by use of graphs or charts. Now the use of charts icon, or you can use these charts or graphs simply by hit off F1 for the chart feature. Now some common chart types to choose from such as maybe pie chart, line graph, column, bar line, and the bar and the line, etc., etc. So those are just the graphs that you can use to present your data. Current cell, this is the cell that is active or selected, and it has a highlighted border, as you see it later on when uh, doing the activity in Microsoft Excel. A formula helps to calculate and analyze data on your worksheet. Formulas contain cell references in the mathematical operations. I have to remember that a function is like a keyword that is a part of a formula. So you have to know what's a function in Microsoft Excel. So say it's a keyword that is a part of a formula. Without a function, you can't insert a proper formula. Now the following are just a few of the steps for creating a formula. You have to select the cell where you want the result of the formula to appear. Then key in the calculation of formula, for example, maybe B5 star T5. Then you press enter to register the entry. So that's how you can put the formula in your Excel. Formula bar, this displays the formula of the selected cell. You may edit here. So you can edit here in the formula bar. You'll see it later on how and where it is this formula bar. Then function is the pre-programmed frequently used calculation. It is used as the part of a formula and usually with a specific range of cells. For example, for finding summation, uh, the function used equals to sum maybe uh, from cell B1 to B7, maybe also equal to average when you're looking for average from cell D4 to D10, or as the brief as the short maybe AVG from D4 to D10. Also finding max equals to max C5 maybe to C15, and finding mean maybe from C5 to C15. So that's function. Labels are the textual information entered on the worksheet cell, be a column or a row heads, uh, maybe price or quantity or data entries such as maybe student names. So you can simply see the labels in the worksheet as that way. Relative cell reference is a cell reference that changes when you copy a formula or fill down a column or across a row. For example, maybe the formula uh, maybe A1 plus A2 plus A3 will automatically change to B1 plus B2 plus B3, then to B to C1 plus C2 plus this C3 when you copy the all fed to those cells on the worksheet. Value, this is the numeric information entered on a worksheet cell. A value is any raw or unformatted number of you enter or results from a calculation on the spreadsheet. Workbook, this is the uh, basically it contains sheets of different types now, such as worksheets and the chart sheets. Now each Excel file is called a workbook. Now each workbook is divided into several sheets. You can simply put them with a tab displayed for each. Now always name a worksheet simply by highlighting the sheet, maybe this sheet one, then highlight it, then typing a new name. We'll see how to do those all in the activity. Worksheet also, this consists of rows across and the columns that down, like a blank sheet of graph paper. So it's a spreadsheet application. Rows are numbered, the columns are labeled, maybe A, B, C, D, etc. And the entire spreadsheet worksheet should contain maybe 256 columns across and the 65,536 rows down. So that's a lot of columns and the rows. Let's see the uses of spreadsheet program. Now the following are just some of the uses of spreadsheet program. The first one is modeling and planning. You have to know that the spreadsheet program is used when trying to plan and model some kind of activity uh, in a simple way, in a table manner. The second one is that in a household finance planning, you can simply plan the finances very well, that can be used uh, in the use of finances in household in a spreadsheet program, specified Microsoft Excel, business accounts and budgeting. This is also important use of spreadsheet program as people can can manage and uh, control their budgets and their accounts through the spreadsheet program. Used also in the wages, setting wages for specific number of people and the amount and the other uh, details can be shown or can be displayed in spreadsheet program. Um, Used also in the predictions in the simulations, calculations, example, addition, subtraction, finding average, total, etc. etc. The other one is even in a break-even analysis, and also statistical analysis of maybe certain place or geographical area. The other use is that used in creating graphs, example pie chart that can be useful to analyze various informations of a particular uh, session or a particular place. The other one is collect data for different sources, example maybe phone number, prices, etc. The other is explore and interpret data in order to draw conclusions for business. So all these are just uses of spreadsheet program. You see the advantage of spreadsheets. Now spreadsheets are preferable to manual calculations and the recording of data for a variety of reasons. One very obvious reason is the unlimited space allowed to the user by the spreadsheet, hence the name. So there's a large space that specifically like unlimited space for creating uh, your your data in a table form. Other advantages include calculations are correct, are always correct in a spreadsheet, especially when you've inserted some kind of a formula. Uh, Calculations are completed automatically, so you can simply complete calculations automatically in these spreadsheets. Information is organized and easy to access. You can easily organize and access your data. Simple example, organizing your data in graphs and the charts. Information is easy to edit if a mistake has been made by retyping or using undo. Data can easily be sorted and filtered. The data also can be quickly analyzed. The reports can be made more visual by using charts and the graphs. So that's all for this video. I hope it's clear. Uh, we've talked about this spreadsheet program. We've seen most commonly used the spreadsheets, the concept of spreadsheet program, and we've seen various terminologies that are used in the worksheet program, specifically Microsoft Excel. See you in the other videos.